Donovan Scott. I am the owner and creator of MatPass, and I am here today with one of my good friends, Jesse Borden. He runs the Ohana Westwood Location School, and I just have the pleasure and the opportunity to ask him a few questions about what it's like running a school. Like, what are some of the big issues that you guys come across? Just tell us a little bit about the school, like how long you guys have been around and what y'all do here.
Yes, sir. So it's Ohana Academy Westwood. We just opened up in the Alamo Ranch location, and we've been open since March of 2023. So a little over 16 months now.
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
I would say the biggest challenge is showing the value when you have a small student base. So like kind of like when we were first getting off the ground in March and April, was still displaying the value of the classes to the families that were coming in, to the individuals that are coming in to train, even though the class sizes were small. Maybe your training partners weren't as like, you didn't have like higher belts as, often as you do at other gyms, like our headquarters location and such. So just still maintaining the value, maintaining like enthusiasm, maintaining like a positive like environment, even when there's not as many people in the gym. And then also flip side, right? A challenge now is creating individual value for the people walking in the door, even when class sizes are bigger now.
So, how did you guys really get over that first hurdle of when you guys first started? You have smaller class sizes. How did you guys kind of surmount that? Because I mean, I just walked in there. You got a great group of people in there now.
Yes, sir. The biggest thing is just caring about every single person that comes in the door. So if I had one person in the class, I was going to have the enthusiasm as if I had 25, 30 people. And I wanted to make sure that like they felt cared for, they felt, seen. It wasn't a burden if only one person showed up. I wasn't looking out the door hoping somebody else would come in. I was truly willing to invest in that person that was in here. I remember like I was teaching classes, and I would say for the first like month, every class was a private, and so it was, and just really being like cognizant of caring about that person, building a relationship with them and helping them become the best version of themselves, and hoping that that would carry over and increase others' willingness to continue to come on board and train with us.
Really, I've noticed so I train at Ohana HQ, the headquarters, but the same type of culture is here. Like everybody, I walk in, people are friendly. I don't see a lot of meatheads trying to throw people around on the mat. How do you go about like encouraging that culture with a whole new startup, a whole new group of coaches?
Yes, sir. It's honestly easier because you have like you're starting a foundation to where it's like you're the most consistent face in the gym. And so typically the way you carry yourself is going to be like the way the culture follows. And so early on, it's really important to establish the culture that you want to carry forward. And so what am I trying to cultivate? Okay, well, I want to cultivate a culture that's welcoming. So I got to be welcoming to every single person that walks in the gym. I want to cultivate a culture that cares about other people. So I want to care about the people that come in here. So I'm going to be trying to build relationships even off the mat. So it's not just hi and bye when you're here in this building, but the relationship that I am building with you extends beyond the walls of Ohana Westwood. And then can I create an environment that, trains hard? So can I myself carry that, example forward? Can I train hard? Can I invest in technique? Can I have solid jiu-jitsu myself and really truly invest in becoming the best version of myself on the mats, pushing myself to my limits so then I can carry that forward with others. So we have hard workers who welcome others and care about others well. And that's really, truly what I want to cultivate. A gym that can cultivate winning in a competition setting, but also one that can carry a community further and beyond typically what a typical community is, which is like care about myself, get myself as far ahead as I can. We want to be a culture here that truly cares about our neighbor, loves our neighbor well, and wants to carry the person in front of me as far as we can carry them, in the way that, we motivate them or, take care of them, the way that we're willing to share or slow ourselves down, maybe even like take away from some of my training to uplift that person. And so just trying to carry that forward.
That's really cool. And like you and Sean, right? Like
Yes, sir.
I remember you and Sean training back at HQ. Like y'all have always been good friends.
Yeah.
And now you guys are running like a gym together. Like, and y'all are still good friends. Like, I mean, I know from personal experience, you know, I've done other business ventures in the past, and sometimes it's really hard to maintain that friendship. You guys seem to be really successful at it. Is there anything that you guys are doing actively to make sure that you guys have your business, your friendship, everything's in check?
Yes, sir. Well, the number one thing I do is I read my Bible and I pray. And so
Makes a difference.
for me, honestly, like there's nothing he could do on the business side that could ever hinder our friendship because our friendship's greater than any business endeavor.
Yeah.
And so for me personally, like if there's something going on, I'm just willing to have a conversation with them.
Yeah.
And I care about them enough to have difficult conversations with them and not let things boil over or become bigger than what they need to be. And then I don't emphasize the money. I try to emphasize the person. And it's the same thing with a struggle or something they do well or don't do well. I always try to emphasize the person more so than the struggle or the money or anything else. And so I feel like that allows me to stay humble. It allows me to not think too highly of myself. And it also allows me to think more highly of other people, regardless of what they're walking in.
Oh, that's good. So if there's one thing that you would give to somebody that maybe they have a gym, maybe they're just starting out, maybe they're in the same spot you guys were, you know, a year ago.
Yeah.
What advice would you give them? You can tell.
Yes, sir. I would say culture is going to take you further than anything else. Any business idea, any social media strategy, anything, the culture is going to carry you forward more so than anything else. I think that anything financially, anything business-wise is a product of the culture. And I think the ability that we have to sustain the culture will sustain the gym. And so just creating a culture that is hardworking, caring for others and welcoming will allow your business to grow at a steady pace.
Awesome. Thanks for meeting with me, Jesse. I really appreciate you, brother. And please like, share, subscribe to Mat Pass, and follow us. Download our app, and I'll see you on the mats.